Springbok fly-off, that's Elton Jantjies, is expected to appear in the Kempton Park Magistrate's Court today, and that's on charges of malicious damage to property. He was arrested at OR Tambo International Airport yesterday after an incident on an airplane whilst on his way home from Dubai. Our sports anchor, Benjamin Leshoro, is just outside court. He joins us now live. And Benji, I imagine part of the unanswered questions at this stage is what exactly happened on that plane?
Yeah, good morning, Ayanda. Good morning to the viewers again. What we do know, of course, is that Elton Jantjies was arrested upon landing at OR Tambo International Airport yesterday. This is after an incident inside an Emirates airline on his way from Dubai, where he had connected coming back home, and this is after an incident on the plane where he was believed to have harassed, if I can put it like that, an air hostess who had locked herself in one of the bathrooms. And Elton Jantjies is, from what we hear, he hit the bathroom door several times until his knuckles were actually bleeding, and he was muttering something along the lines of "Kom aan my skat," quote unquote, in Afrikaans, meaning "come on, darling." And from what I understand, he was begging the air hostess and the people that were serving on the plane to give him more alcohol. From me just doing some digging around with some of the media people that are around here, to give him more alcohol, and they refused, of course, to do that. And that's when he was banging on the door, the bathroom door, begging them to give him more alcohol. Of course, the reason one would assume they were not giving him any more alcohol was because, according to their discretion at least, he had a little bit too much on the plane coming back from Dubai yesterday.
Really concerning, those details, regardless who you are. I imagine SA Rugby will have an interest in saying something about this. Have they responded?
SA Rugby has responded. They just said something along the lines that they have noted the incident, which is, or which should be really concerning for Elton Jantjies. With the Springboks playing next month, the incoming series against Wales, the test matches that are coming actually in July. That's when those test matches against Wales will be coming through. And with Elton Jantjies, one of the two internationally recognized fly halves for the Springboks, him alongside Andre Pollard, it begs the question, does the coach have any more options should this incident go a lot further than it is right now? Hopefully for him it doesn't, but it's really concerning for the team, for Coach Jacques Nina, but he will obviously be consulting with Rassie Rasmus, the World Cup winning coach, who is the director of rugby at SA Rugby. So it is really concerning, and perhaps it is the time to be blooding new players, some other youngsters to be picking up. The World Cup is also coming next year. You will want a bigger pool of players and not necessarily having only two internationally recognized fly halves. That's Andre Pollard and Elton Jantjies. And I must say, Elton Jantjies has been here in the precinct of the court at the Kempton Park Magistrate's Court for some time now. We've been here since earlier this morning. We were under the impression that he will be appearing just after 9 o'clock or something like that. That hasn't happened. Some other matters are still being heard inside Court D here. And he has been sitting in his car to my right with his mother for some time since we have been here this morning. So we will be camping. We have been camping with some of the other media outside court here, as he has been camping inside his vehicle for the past while now.
It does tend to be a matter of hurry up and wait with these court cases, Benjamin. But before we let you go, I mean, the legal processes is one thing, but I imagine SA Rugby and the Springboks as a team would also want to send a strong message about their tolerance levels of behavior like this. How strong a message would be sent if someone like Elton Jantjies was, I don't know, suspended on the basis of what took place, regardless of what the court finds?
It would actually be something that is very strong. SA Rugby might be looking at that option, Ayanda, and it's something that we've been talking about earlier on here this morning. It would be a blow to him at just the age of 31. He still has some time to go in his rugby career, his international career. It would be a blow, you would imagine, to him, a blow to the team. But SA Rugby might be looking at that route. It has a stench of GBV to it, and we know the situation, the GBV climate in the country at the moment, and particularly also when you consider a guy like Makazole Mapimpi was very vocal about GBV. He is his teammate at international level. He was very vocal. You'd remember just before the World Cup, some of the warm-up matches to the World Cup, he scored tries and he had some bandages on his arms, and he was paying tribute to a person like Uinen Mkhwetyana, who was unfortunately a victim of gender-based violence. So if you consider that there is already Springboks inside that team who are or who have voiced their opinion when it comes to GBV, and you have someone who might be involved in something like that, it might be really something that's concerning for SA Rugby. But there's some movement here, Ayanda. I see the defense attorney for Elton is moving towards his car. I'm not too sure if there will be any movement when it comes to Elton coming out of his car. There is the lady there, the attorney, moving towards the car there. Let's just look at what what the developments from here will be. Elton Jantjies, you remember, was part of the Springboks World Cup winning squad in 2019 in Japan. He really didn't play a whole lot of matches there, but he did play with some of the smaller nations. And this is when coach Rassie Rasmus wanted to rest some of his more regular players, like Andre Pollard, who plays in the same position as Elton Jantjies. But he did play some part in the World Cup winning team. He's got 41 caps for South Africa at the moment. So it doesn't look at the moment that there's too much of movement, but the defense attorney is still at his vehicle there, where, as I did say earlier, he has been sitting, camping in there with his mother. So we'll let you know as soon as anything happens here at the Kempton Park Magistrates Court. We will be on hand to let you know what is happening.
Oh, but to be a fly in that car. Benjamin Leshoro, thanks very much indeed for that. We know you'll keep watching it for us. Benjamin is live to us from just outside the Kempton Park Magistrates Court.